All right, there's two really important things you need to know about the thing that you're struggling with right now. The thing that you're struggling with right now, and I want you to think of the biggest thing. The biggest thing, and it's probably not new. It's something that you've been battling with for most of your life. For some of you, it's an issue of abundance, or it's an issue of love. Why won't they love me enough? Why do I always land up second best? Why do I always land up betrayed or hurt? Whatever the pattern is for you. Right? Why can't I have the health and the vitality that everybody else has got? It seems to you when you're in this frame of mind like everybody, it comes easy, doesn't it? It comes easy to everybody else, but you've got to battle, you've got to struggle with this issue. And not only do you have to struggle with it, you've worked so hard and spent countless hours praying about it, meditating about it, thinking about it, hoping to heal this thing that's not healing. And it might be showing up in different ways, in different places. It's kind of like you push it down in one area, but it shows up in another. This is what you need to know about the thing that you're struggling with. Number one, that's what you've come here to master. The thing that's come easy to everybody else is not theirs to master. That's why it's easy for them. They don't have to. They never chose to become the master of the thing that you're choosing to become the master of, because you're going to know this thing so intimately, so upside down and inside out. You're going to know it from the inside, and invariably and inevitably you will overcome it, because that's who you are. You are an infinite thing. Think of yourself beyond the context of this lifetime. It's inevitable that you will return back to the source that you originated at, which is God, consciousness. It's inevitable that you will return there whole and healed. And it's inevitable that you will eventually master this thing. But can you imagine what it will be like once you have? Can you imagine what you will know and how deeply it will be entrenched and how beautifully integrated into you it will become? So if it was a health issue and you've won and you've overcome it, you will know everything there is to know about overcoming that health issue and what it took from you. And if it's an issue of love and romance or being alone and lonely, whatever it is, you're going to know everything that there is to know about it. You're not being punished. You're being forged into a master. And that's your point of mastery. The thing that is the greatest mystery is to become your greatest mastery. And it will confound you and it will frustrate you. But eventually, you're going to get it. Now, it just so happens that you're in an ascension lifetime. So that means everything outstanding, as in all the loose ends, they get tied up in this lifetime. And because that's the nature of this lifetime, what does that mean? It means that when I said earlier, inevitably you're going to master that thing, well, this is the inevitable lifetime here. This is the place that you're bringing yourself into a reckoning. So what does that mean? Well, obviously, it means that thing that you're working so hard at, it's going to get louder and bigger and stronger and more frustrating and more in your face and more inescapable, because it's bringing you to a point of urgency, of resolution. It's bringing you to a point of mastery. That's the one thing you need to know. The other really powerful and important thing that you need to know about the thing that you're struggling with is that at the point of breakthrough, what happens there? What happens just before you have a breakthrough in your life? For those of you that have had a mass epiphany, for those of you that have had a massive shift in consciousness, a noticeable shift in the way that your life turned out, what happened just before? Just before? Struggle. You see, it's at the point that you want to give up. It's at the point that you think, I can't carry on. I'm done. I'm depleted. It's over. I cannot do this anymore. I'm broken. It's too much. It's too intense. It's at that point that you're being pushed to your absolute limit. And what happens when you're pushed to your limit? You're pushed past the threshold and into the breakthrough. So if you feel in your life like you're being pushed so far and you're saying, oh, life, why are you punishing me? You're not being punished, you're being prepared. You're not being harmed, you're being healed. Right? This is you coming into your breakthrough point, and your breakthrough point feels like the ultimate breakdown. There's some magic though. There's some magic in the surrender. There's some magic when you reach that point of going, I can't do this. It's too big. It's too daunting. It's too much. Somehow you draw on something inside of you that you never had access to before. So when you feel yourself brought there, don't avoid that point of surrender. Step into, as gracefully as you can, and it's not always graceful, I know, but step into that point of surrender, knowing that your breakthrough is imminent. Don't give up. Don't give up when it gets really, really hard. In fact, when it gets really, really difficult and you're thinking, my God, why do I have to struggle like this? Get excited. And I know what I'm saying to you sounds like you can't possibly be excited for this much pain. But if you know what's on the other side, if you know, and I want you please to imagine this, what could possibly be on the other side of all of the pain and struggle and torment that you've gone through and are going through right now? What could be on the other side? You in your health, you in your wholeness, you in your peace, you in your deliverance, whatever that looks like, that's on the other side. So on one hand, I'm saying to you, don't give up. But on the other hand, I'm saying to you, surrender. Because you know they're not the same thing, right? And you know we confuse these two words. They're not remotely in the same ballpark. To give up is to throw the towel in and say, well, I'm just not going to do this. I'm going to distract myself. Which, by the way, is one of the hardest things to do, because all that does is prolong the punishment, prolong the torture. That's all that distraction does. Suppression does exactly the same thing. It prolongs the punishment, prolongs the pain. But surrender is a state of grace, where you say the obvious. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to get there. It's okay to not know. You're not meant to know the answers. You're meant, instead of knowing the answers, to be willing. That's all you need. That's what you really always needed. I am willing to do whatever it takes. Feel the power in this. Feel the power of, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to the other side and to break through this thing that I'm really, really struggling with. Those words are powerful. So say them, if you're ready to, with intention, knowing that they will bring about a swift conclusion to whatever it is that you're dealing with. Let me know in the comment section, what is that thing that what is that lifelong struggle that you're bringing to conclusion now? Because now really is the time. Now really is the time to be bringing this all into conclusion. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just up here, I'm going to link a video for you that's a good follow on, a good next step to this discussion. Lots of love, everyone. Bye-bye for now.